What is cloud computing? This question keeps popping in conversations that I have with my friends and family because they don't understand the industry that I work in. And whenever someone says cloud, they think of something esoteric up there in the sky.
I got it right here.
What if you lose that there, it breaks?
It's already up in the cloud.
What cloud? What cloud?
That has nothing to do with how the industry works. So I'll try to explain it to you using a very cool pizza analogy that I read a very long time ago in a LinkedIn article by an IBM engineer. So with that, let's go. My name is Antonio. I work at Google as a finance manager, and in this channel, we talk things about technology and business trends. So to start off, let's consider how there are three, maybe more, but let's say that there are three different ways in which you can enjoy a slice of pizza. Either you can make it yourself, you can buy a frozen pizza and then put it in the oven and then eat it after, or you can go to a restaurant and then you can actually just order the pizza and eat it, right? So it's kind of like these three different ways where you can enjoy that slice of pizza. On the first one, think about it this way. You're in charge of everything. You have to go to the supermarket, you have to buy the ingredients, you have to chop them, you have to make the dough, put the sauce, put the cheese, put the toppings, put it in the oven, take it out, cut it, slice it, put it on a plate, etc., etc., etc. So everything is within your control and you have to do everything, which can become overwhelming. On the second model, you actually just go to the supermarket and you buy something that's already kind of pre-made, right? And then you just turn on the oven, you put it in, it gets hot, and then you enjoy it, right? And lastly, either for a date or you just want to go over there, you just go to a restaurant. The waiter comes, takes your order, goes back to the kitchen, and then they bring you the pizza ready for you to enjoy. So those are like the three different ways. If you think about it, like there's like this responsibility scale on preparing the pizza. Cloud computing works exactly the same. Take a look at this picture here, right? If you go from left to right, I want you to picture when it says on-site, that's basically an on-premise data center. If you're a company like Siemens, for example. So Siemens will have a building full of servers and all their computing stuff stacked in a building, right? They own everything. They own the networking, the storage, all the cables that go into that, the servers, the virtualization, the operating system, middleware, runtime, data applications, and so forth. All of that is what we call the tech stack. So they own every single step of making that available, functioning for everyone that works in that company. As you move to the right, for example, you have what we call infrastructure as a service. What that means is that basically the skeleton or the foundations of the tech stack, which is networking, storage, right, servers, virtualization, that is handled by a cloud provider, such as an Amazon, a Microsoft, or a Google. The more you move to the right, then you have platform as a service, where you have much more of the tech stack taken care of or handled by that cloud provider. Now you have the operating system, the middleware, the runtime, right? And basically what the customer just does or takes care of is just developing those applications in that environment, then that will eventually end up with people using the application. And then as you move all the way to the right, then you have software as a service, where everything is handled by that cloud provider. If you think about it, I can give you examples. So on the very far left, like I said, you have a Siemens that has their own building and they manage everything. Then as you move to the right, you have something like Microsoft Azure, where they offer you, for example, the ability to safeguard your data, connect you, and give you computing power. And then on the very, very right of the spectrum, you can think of something like Slack, right? Where a company will just go to Slack directly and they will buy a bunch of licenses of Slack, and then Slack is just the software that people use. The customer has nothing to do with that in terms of maintenance. They just grab the thing, use it, and go on with the day. So that's basically it, a very simplified explanation of how cloud computing works. In reality, there's nothing in the cloud. It's just a bunch of computers sitting in a building, either from the customer or the cloud provider, and they're just moving stuff from one side to the other. Anyways, I hope you liked that video and found that a little bit useful and helpful. If you like that video, please smash that like button. Consider subscribing and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. And if you're this far, thank you, thank you, thank you. And well, see you next time. Ciao.